It is my immense pleasure and my honor to welcome all of you here, all the dignitaries who have come far away, especially to make this event a very successful.
I would now like to invite our inaugural chief guest, the Worshipful Mayor of Harrow, Cllr Ramji Chauhan. Cllr Ramji Chauhan is Harrow's pioneering East African mayor, who embodies the commitment to embracing cultural diversity and fostering unity within the borough. Born in Uganda and evacuated to Britain during the 1970s Asian explosion, his journey to Harrow reflects resilience and community spirit. With over 3 decades of residency, he now brings his experience, his dedication, his public service. And elected as councillor for Harrow Weald in 2010, he prioritises environmental conservation and healthcare advocacy. His multifaceted community engagement includes involvement with local environment and conservation organisations, showcasing his holistic vision for Harrow's future. As a pharmaceutical industry professional, his expertise underscores his commitment to improving healthcare provisions. With a theme of unity and diversity, his mayoral tenure promises inclusivity, ensuring all voices shape Harrow's vibrant community. I would like to invite Councillor Ramji Chauhan to say a few words. Let's give a big hand, everybody.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Lord Mayor of Oxford, thank you for inviting me. Shall I say, I have to get invited because I'm a territory person. I'm a person who has to come into a different area. I have to get permission from the Mayor of Oxford to be able to wear my chain. We do have visas, and we have to get permission for each one of us. If we don't ask, we will never be allowed again. So I would like to say thank you. There have been mayors who have turned up and never told the mayor in that borough, and they've been banned. So I didn't want to be one of those. But thank you for inviting me here. I would say that because it's the invitation to be invited here. Thank you, Pravina. It's really good to be here again after I've actually been to the House of Commons and we had that launch of the book and the number of people that were there. It's quite good to see some of the people who I never saw there. I see them here. But going on to myself, it's extremely good that he mentioned about me regarding I was evacuated in the 1970s when Idi Amin decided to evacuate all Asians from the country. I was a young boy then, and it was so unique that this country was able to embrace me and take me to this country. There were a number of other countries that people went to. They went to America, they went to India, and they went to various other European countries as well. But this country was the one that took the highest number of evacuees into the country. It was a different time then. People were not happy. They were not happy to see people coming into the country. It hasn't changed much. There is still issues and problems, but I think the country is changing in a way that people are beginning to understand the contribution what the ethnic minorities are giving and not just that things that they're doing. It is unique and different because when I came to this country, people were not helpful. The language, there was a language barrier. There was an issue regarding race. There was an issue regarding culture. There was an issue regarding food. We like our spicy foods. There was no spicy foods in those days. It was more like fish and chips. I think now what the Asians or the English people say, they like to go to a curry on a Friday, but the English say we like to have a fish and chips. So I think it's reversed. But to be honest, it was a different type of country, different type of world. The population was small, and they were looking for people to actually do work. I think the ethnic minorities or people who came from abroad had a different type of work they had to do, work that other people would not do, and we were doing it. And in my case, I saw those things. I saw the hardship. I saw the racist attitude that people were given. I saw the way that we were treated not fairly. I feel proud that in a way that I was able to have a mentor that was able to guide me to actually make sure that I can progress in life. And it was an English person who actually helped me and guided me. I was able to receive, I go backwards. I was able to go to schooling, which is a normal state school, went to college, and then I got married with my mayoress, Amina Chauhan. And then I stood to be a governor of a school. She asked me to sign the form. She filled it in to say you're going to be a governor of a school for our children. So I did. There was an application form that was produced to say that we're looking for a governor to represent in the council. So the wife filled the form in. She said, sign here. I sent it in, not expecting to win. But what happened? I received a phone call saying that 2 weeks later saying, congratulations. I said, what for? They said, you've been chosen to be a representative in the council for the governors. I said, is there anybody else? They said, yes, there is. I said, could that person have that post, please? They said, they can't because she's from the primary school and you're for the high school. There is no other applications. So would you mind, please, just for a year? It's only one meeting a month. So I decided to go to a meeting a month. After the second meeting, I enjoyed it so much that I decided to go to all the different committees that they had. I had no right to vote because I was only a representative of the borough, but I was not elected for the borough to be actually able to vote. Then what happened? 3 years went past. I was asked to stand for a political party, which I did. I was given an interview. I stood in the ward. I won the ward, which actually you mentioned, the Harrow ward. Became a councillor in 2010. I've been there since that time, 14 years now. Then I got interested in other environmental areas, especially the City of London. I was interested in that because of the heritage that you can keep and the story that it gives to other people that what life was like in the past. I received my freedom of the City of London in 2018. In that year, I actually joined a livery company, the gold and silver wire drawers in the company of the Worshipful Company of Gold, Silver Wire Drawers. So I joined that. And then last year, or year before last, I should say, 2023 to 2024, which is my year, but 2022 to 2023, I was a deputy mayor there. And then I was elected last year as the mayor of the London Borough of Harrow. I was the first East African mayor in the whole UK, which was voted to be the mayor of Harrow. I decided to choose a chaplain that hasn't been chosen before in any borough or in the country, which was a Swaminarayan chaplain. People always say that it's very difficult to have a Swaminarayan chaplain. He would not be able to come to any of the meetings because of the nature and the faith which they have. I was able to have a representative chaplain to come along to the chambers and actually say the vows of the prayers before any meeting starts. And he was actually able to go to the citizenships, or shall I say, the services that we have. And then I chose the chaplain. He was the first Swaminarayan chaplain elected. He's still my chaplain. I've done various things in the borough to make a difference. I've appointed 2 young placement students to do 320 hours of their voluntary work, to work in my office, to do flyers, Facebook. They're working on a book, as Brem knows, which hopefully they get it together and she'll be able to have a look at it and do some editing work. And so I'm trying to make sure that we can actually give services and opportunities to youngsters who never have the chance to actually come forward. I believe that I'm lucky in a way to be in this position to be able to give somebody who hasn't got the ability and the chance to step forward. It's so good because when you see their expressions on their face, and when they go back to their college and say to the youngsters, I'm working in the mayor's office, they get a bit jealous, the other students. They say that I would like to work in the mayor's office. So what's happened, the council have done some changes. They decided to appoint and have each of the departments one apprenticeship person to be able to work in the council. So we're bringing some engagement from outside within the council to ensure that people from outside can actually see how the council works. At the moment, it's not easy, but I'm trying to make a difference to make sure that people can work together. My theme is unity and diversity. The reason I chose that is because all different faiths can work together. We are all living in this one planet. We're all here together. We speak so many different languages, but we understand each language, what we're trying to say. And I decided to choose that theme to make sure that every single faith works as one. If we did that, the world would be a better place. There will not be these wars that are going around. People will be happy, people will be sitting down, eating together, and people will be respecting the faith. We only live once, and I always say you should live together. Like my father said, you only come with this world with nothing, but you're going to leave with nothing. But if you live together in harmony and peace, you have left something behind of memories that people will never forget. And that's why when you look at the themes which I have regarding historic values, youngsters, and bringing people together, it's the same what Mahatma Gandhi tried to do, to bring people together as one. He never used violence. He used his own skills of walking, standing, saying his verbal words to everybody in a peaceful way. I believe that if everybody did the same thing, it's going to be much better. And I try to do that in my year to ensure that everybody understands what I'm trying to do. Harrow is an extremely diverse community and a borough. 120 languages are spoken there. I think every single faith group is there, and we're trying to bring everybody together. When there's an issue, we sit down with the interfaith group and we discuss things. And that's why it's so engaging, Harrow is, and we try to make sure that it's actually passed on to around the other boroughs. But I would like to say, Pravina, thank you very much for inviting me. It's extremely good that the things that you're doing is unique. What you do, trying to train people to be better. You're trying to make sure there's things out there for people to be able to be a better person. Not just that, there are people who are shy. And what you're doing, you're trying to embrace them in a way that can have the confidence to stand in their own 2 feet and go out there. You produce books, and not just that, you actually produce books that actually sell on Amazon as well. But a lot of people don't know that, and I think you should have one little book to explain that these are the books which are there, so that people can understand what you've done. And because you say it's on Amazon, I don't know which ones they are, but it'd be good to people to understand. But thank you for inviting me. I won't stay all day, as she knows. I have other engagements to go to, but I'm so happy to be here and be part of, I would say, friends who I've seen a few times, and not just that, people who I've met last year when we actually gave out awards. So it's so good to be here and stand here and say a few words of kindness and engagement, and not just that, unity and diversity. Thank you.
I would like to welcome you by giving a token of love and affection. Hello, Worship Mayor of Harrow, Ramji ji. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm extremely happy to be here at your conference. You invited me. I was last week in the House of Commons, so it's good to be here to see all the other candidates that were in your prestigious book, and not just that, to actually show that you can actually do various things, the courses that you have, and not just that, you can actually make sure that they can stand on their own 2 feet after they've done the courses. But it's so unique what you're doing, not just for yourself, but the society. You're actually making sure that the society can actually work together, and all the different types of faith groups you're having in your groups around the world, which is so unique. And you do online courses as well, which is unique as well. Instead of going to a class, you can do it online. But it's so good that you're actually doing something which is thinking outside the box, which is good.
Thank you very much, Worship Mayor of Harrow, Ramji Chauhan. The main important part for you, because I know you're associated with the London Organization of Skill Development, and you were there at the Lord's Cricket Ground when the LOSD were felicitating, honoring the LOSD Excellence Award. After that, you were been invited and collaborated with the GRC and the LOSD again at the pre-launch of the 24 Prominent Personality. What is your experience on that?
You know, there's people around the world that do unique things, something which is unique, but they're the silent ones. And for you to bring them forward to show these are the people that are doing things for the society and for the world, it's really good. Because these people are shy, they don't want to go out there and actually expose themselves. And you're doing these things, you're finding these people. And you're actually saying, look, I want to do something for you because you are unique. And not just that, you are doing something for society. And some of them are embarrassed and nervous, but you're just bringing that the light for them. That's what you're doing, which is so good.
Thank you very much, Worship Mayor of Harrow, for giving the inspiring words to our audience. And that gives a lot of difference in the society, because we are here to do the work. However, we need the motivation, people like you, and that gives very much a happiness to our team, LOSD and GRC.